That defense right there, that possession by Golden State. Oh, another technical.
That goes on Ayton. He has 3.
Have you ever wondered how Devin Booker slipped to the 13th pick in the 2015 NBA Draft? Booker wasn't a standout star in college, mainly because he played on a loaded Kentucky team and came off the bench, averaging just 10 points per game. This made it hard for scouts to see his true potential as a future superstar. But what if he had been drafted by one of the teams before the Suns picked him? We'll dive into the players selected before Booker and explore what could have happened if he had landed elsewhere. Let's take a closer look at how the draft unfolded and the potential alternate paths for Devin Booker.
The ball's hopping around. It's easy to find rhythm, so we've been doing a good job at the past 2 games, some important games, and from here on out, every game matters.
Devin Booker stands out as one of the Phoenix Suns' brightest stars, playing a pivotal role alongside Chris Paul and others in propelling the team to the NBA Finals with a strong chance of securing the franchise's first championship. Surprisingly, Booker fell to the 13th pick in the 2015 draft. Looking back, it's clear that Phoenix made a phenomenal choice in selecting him. But what's up with other players? Karl-Anthony Towns, the first overall pick by the Minnesota Timberwolves, has been a standout big man in the league. Known for his scoring ability, Towns averages nearly 25.8 points per game, shooting close to 41.2% from beyond the arc, a remarkable feat for a center. Additionally, he grabs over 11.2 rebounds per game, showcasing his dominance in the paint. Despite his individual success, Towns has faced challenges in leading the Timberwolves to playoff contention, making the postseason only twice in his career. With the emergence of Anthony Edwards, there's speculation about Towns' future with the team, especially amid Rudy Gobert trade rumors. D'Angelo Russell, the 2nd overall pick by the Los Angeles Lakers, has shown promise as a point guard. Despite being traded early in his career, he has managed to average 18.1 points per game, displaying his scoring ability and playmaking skills. Russell's return to the Lakers has seen him take on a leadership role, guiding the team as their starting point guard. Jahlil Okafor, the 3rd overall pick by the Philadelphia 76ers, has struggled to live up to his draft position. With a career marred by injuries and a lack of fit in the evolving NBA landscape, Okafor has made only 116 starts in his career. Despite being a high draft selection, Kristaps Porzingis, the 4th overall pick by the New York Knicks, initially showed promise but has been plagued by injuries. Despite his potential, Porzingis has missed significant playing time due to injuries, including an entire season due to an ACL injury. His inability to stay healthy has raised concerns about his long-term viability in the league. Mario Hezonja, the 5th overall pick by the Orlando Magic, has failed to live up to expectations. Lasting only 3 seasons in Orlando before bouncing around the league, Hezonja has averaged about 6.0 points and 2.9 rebounds per game, making him a disappointment considering his draft position. Willie Cauley-Stein, the 6th overall pick by the Sacramento Kings, has had a solid but unspectacular career. After 4 seasons with the Kings, he has played for other teams and is currently a free agent, looking for another opportunity in the NBA. Emmanuel Mudiay, drafted 7th overall by the Denver Nuggets in 2015, entered the league with high expectations. However, his time in Denver was marked by inconsistency and turnovers, averaging 12.8 points, 3.4 rebounds, and 3.6 assists per game over 2.5 seasons. He was then traded to the New York Knicks, where he struggled to find a consistent role off the bench, averaging 8.7 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 3.9 assists per game in 1 season. Mudiay is currently a fringe player for the Utah Jazz, averaging 4.2 points, 1.3 rebounds, and 1.6 assists per game in the 2023-24 season. Stanley Johnson, selected 8th overall by the Detroit Pistons, was seen as a versatile wing player with defensive prowess. However, he failed to live up to expectations in Detroit, averaging 7.1 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 1.6 assists per game over 4 seasons. Johnson then moved to the New Orleans Pelicans and the Toronto Raptors, where he struggled to find a consistent role off the bench. He is currently a free agent looking for an opportunity to revive his NBA career. Frank Kaminsky, drafted 9th overall by the Charlotte Hornets, showed promise as a scoring big man. He averaged 9.8 points, 4.0 rebounds, and 1.6 assists per game over 4 seasons with the Hornets, making 23 starts. Kaminsky was then traded to the Phoenix Suns, where he averaged 9.7 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 1.9 assists per game over 2 seasons, making 26 starts. He is currently a role player off the bench for the Sacramento Kings. Justice Winslow, the 10th overall pick by the Miami Heat, showed promise as a versatile wing player. He averaged 9.0 points, 5.4 rebounds, and 2.7 assists per game over 4.5 seasons with the Heat, making 75 starts. Winslow was then traded to the Memphis Grizzlies, where he played in 26 games with 1 start, averaging 9.8 points, 6.7 rebounds, and 4.7 assists per game. He was recently traded to the Los Angeles Clippers, where he hopes to revive his career. Miles Turner, selected 11th overall by the Indiana Pacers, has established himself as one of the best shot blockers in the league. He has averaged 12.9 points, 6.7 rebounds, and 2.3 blocks per game over 6 seasons with the Pacers, making 298 starts. Turner has also improved his offensive game, becoming a reliable scorer for the Pacers. However, injuries have dampened his impact, limiting him to 47 games in the 2020-21 season. Trey Lyles, picked 12th overall by the Utah Jazz, showed promise as a stretch big man. He averaged 7.9 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 1.1 assists per game over 2 seasons with the Jazz, making 33 starts. Lyles was then traded to the Denver Nuggets and the San Antonio Spurs, where he has been a role player off the bench, averaging 6.1 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 1.0 assists per game. He currently averages slightly less than 18 minutes per contest. If Devin Booker had been drafted by the Minnesota Timberwolves, he would have teamed up with Karl-Anthony Towns to form a formidable duo. However, it's unlikely that this pairing would have drastically changed the team's fortunes. The Timberwolves have struggled to find success in the playoffs, and adding Booker may not have been enough to elevate them to championship contenders. In Los Angeles, Booker would have had the opportunity to be mentored by Kobe Bryant, a basketball legend. This could have accelerated Booker's development and made him a valuable trade asset. With the Lakers' desire to acquire Anthony Davis, Booker's presence could have been a key factor in a potential trade package. Joining the Philadelphia 76ers would have placed Booker alongside Joel Embiid, potentially making the path to success easier for the process. Booker's scoring ability would have complemented Embiid's inside presence, giving the 76ers a dynamic duo to build around. In New York, Booker would have teamed up with Carmelo Anthony, offering the Knicks a chance at revival. Booker's scoring prowess would have alleviated some of the offensive burden on Anthony, potentially leading to more success for the team. Being drafted by the Orlando Magic would have fulfilled Booker's childhood dream. This could have motivated Booker to excel and could have resulted in a different outcome for the team. In Sacramento, Booker would have formed a potent duo with DeMarcus Cousins. This pairing could have changed the trajectory of the team, potentially leading to more success in the playoffs. While Booker as a potential point guard for the Denver Nuggets is an interesting scenario, the team ultimately found their guard in the second round. This suggests that Booker may not have been the right fit for the team at that time. Joining the Detroit Pistons would have fulfilled Booker's childhood dream once again. This could have resulted in a different direction for the team, with Booker potentially becoming a franchise player. Teaming up with Paul George on the Indiana Pacers could have created a star duo for the team. This pairing could have elevated the Pacers to contenders in the Eastern Conference. Finally, joining Donovan Mitchell on the Utah Jazz could have led to earlier success for the team. Booker and Mitchell's scoring abilities would have made them a formidable backcourt duo, potentially leading to deeper playoff runs for the Jazz. Well, Devin has remained a top scorer and key player for the Phoenix Suns has been remarkable. He has already achieved significant success and continues to be a standout player in the NBA. If you have enjoyed the video, give a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you again, Bubby.